With car cleaning season right around the corner, I thought it would be a good idea for me to test out another detailing bundle. Now, whenever you get any of these kits, you're normally going to find a wide variety of products tailored for each individual task, whether it's wheels, tyres, bodywork, glass, etc. Ava, on the other hand, are doing things slightly different. They're attempting to simplify the entire process using just 4 products.
For regular viewers of the channel, you may have noticed in a recent video on the Autoglym Polar Series, I dropped a little teaser for this video when I displayed Ava's car cleaning bundle. And the reason I did that was because Autoglym have their Polar Series kit, which does consist of a snow foam, a shampoo and a sealant. However, Ava went down a slightly different route.
I'm going to keep this short and sweet. We got 4 different products here, and I want to start off with the wheel cleaner. Now, this is safe on all wheel types. It's a 2-in-1 formula, so it's a pH neutral wheel cleaner, and it's also doubled up as a fallout remover, so you will get that nice purple bleeding effect on the wheels as you remove the iron particles. We then have the citrus pre-wash. Now, this would do the bulk of the work. So in the winter months, it's going to be good for tackling the road salt. In the summer, it's also going to be highly effective at removing bug splats. The third product in the lineup is their very own snow foam. Now, I'm sure there's some of you out there who don't know what a snow foam does. I will be very quick and blunt on this. No, a snow foam will not remove all the dirt off your bodywork. You may see things on social media where they spray it on the car, rinse it away, and it looks like they've tackled 100% of the dirt. Unfortunately, that's not the case. The job of the foam is to soften and break down the dirt before you start the contact wash, which reduces the risk of scratches. Now, moving on to the 4th and final product. So I'm guessing we've got the wheels, the citrus pre-wash and the snow foam, that the next product is bound to be a car shampoo. Well, if you're thinking that, then I'm sorry, you are completely wrong, because Ava are actually going to be skipping that stage. So we have the wheels, the citrus, the snow foam, normally the shampoo, but then we have the foam sealant. What gives?
It sounds confusing, so let me explain. So why skip the shampoo? Well, my theory is they're not targeting these chemicals at car cleaning enthusiasts. I believe they're targeting the potential users who may not enjoy car cleaning at all. Personally, I feel they're trying to achieve this from a simple, less hands-on approach for cleaning your car without getting too grubby and, dare I say it, too physical.
So their way of thinking is simple. They want you to use the chemicals with their accessories. Now, when it comes to the accessory department, there's always something that Ava are trying to reinvent. So whether it's cleaning your gutters, the drains, the patio, or even the car, there's something for everyone.
Speaking of accessories, they really did think outside the box with this next idea.
This is a really clever feature and I love it. So Ava had the premium foam cannon. Now, each individual jug is carefully labelled 1 to 3. So the good thing about it is you can have your citrus pre-wash in 1, your snow foam in number 2, and your sealant in number 3. Now, because they're colour coded as well, it does help you identify which is which, just in case you can't see the numbers. And I also like the fact that you've got 2 lids here, which actually double up as a stand. So if you didn't want your foam cannon to fall over, you could put it on the stand, which means you've got less risk of it toppling over. But I want to take it one step further, because the best thing about these foam cannons is once you're properly prepped up, ready to go, it's simply a case of I'm going to grab that foam cannon, spray it, then grab the next one and grab the next one. When you're properly prepped, you'll be able to clean your car a lot quicker. But then just one more thing to top it off, you don't have to rinse them out afterwards because you're already good to go. And it means that you're not going to be throwing away any unnecessary product.
This sounds like an impressive combination. However, this may only tell half the story.
But now I'm going to open up a can of controversy because I'm about to clean a car, but not using my conventional method. In fact, I'm actually going to be using another accessory from Ava's range. And I think this one is about to raise a few eyebrows. Scratchy, scratchy.
Oh dear. I promised myself I wouldn't ever use one of these, because any tool like this is strictly forbidden by the detailer's code. However, I need to approach this with an open mind, because the idea behind this may not be as bad as you think. So before I got started, I made sure everything was all set up and good to go. So the pre-wash went in jug 1, snow foam in jug 2, and sealant in jug 3. And the pressure washer of choice is the P55 Go, which is the perfect companion if you're after a small lightweight machine with enough power to tackle the car.
Right, so I've got my 3 jugs topped up, which means I no longer have to worry about really coming back to the sink and topping up. There should be plenty within these 3 jugs to get the job done, and there should be loads left over afterwards, and we will show you how much I've used at the end of the video. But this is an equally difficult video today because it's going to be tricky out there enough because I'm filming, it slows down the process. But it is a nice sunny day. Now, nice sunny days for car cleaners are not necessarily a good thing. You like cool, cloudy conditions. Yes, it's freezing cold. There's still ice out there at the moment. But no, it's not going to be easy because that direct sunlight will still try to dry the chemicals instantly as it hits the surface of the paintwork. And not only that, it's going to get even more tricky because I'm going to be using the mop flow heads. I'm going to be trying out their whole Ava 4 Protect system. So it's a completely different way of washing a car, which I'm not quite sure how this one's going to go.
I thought as we had a nice day that I'll give the TT a quick clean up, and I've never really cleaned a car this way before, so I was looking forward to this one. With preparation complete, let's begin with the wheels. And I wanted to start off by working on the shady side first, as the alloys are nice and cool. So I'm giving them an initial spray with a wheel cleaner and then allowing them to dwell for a few minutes before giving them a rinse. Bearing in mind it was just a quick spray, I managed to remove a good 70% of the surface dirt. And to the untrained eye, this would be acceptable. But from a detailer's standpoint, it still needed a second hit of wheel cleaner, followed by a brush. This time around, I was expecting different results, as the left-hand side was facing the direct sunlight. And despite the cool temperatures, you could see within moments of spraying the wheels that it was starting to steam, so I wasn't hoping for a miracle. What I did notice was because I had less dwell times on these 2 wheels, it meant the chemical didn't quite have enough time to go the full round. So it took a little bit more elbow grease to shift that stubborn dirt. After rolling the car back, you could see areas that I had missed, so it was just a case of giving the wheels a quick hit of chemical again before one more final rinse. Also, don't forget later on I will be giving you a cost per wash breakdown along with revealing how much of each product I've used on this clean. The second chemical in action was the pre-wash, and unlike traditional pre-washing methods that requires you to use a pump sprayer, I'm going to be running this through the premium foam cannon. Here I'm layering up the citrus pre-wash on everything I can. This is good for tackling key areas like the wheel arches, bodywork, door shuts and finishing off the wheels if you wanted to cut back on that wheel cleaner. And it's strong enough to break down the grime. Just bear in mind it won't give you that thick foam effect that you would normally see with a typical snow foam. In all honesty, this is a quick way of covering the car in pre-wash as opposed to using a pump sprayer. And I think if anything, I'd like to add slightly more chemical next time to see how far I can go with this in the future. Once dwelled, you can blast it off and by this point you should be free from a large amount of dirt. With the pre-wash complete, I could move on to the snow foam. And once again, because I was all prepped and ready to go, it was just a case of grabbing the jug and then getting on with it. By this point, the sun was really intense and it was trying to dry the chemicals out, so I had to be extra quick. Once dwelled, I could then grab the mop flow head, and I just want to give you a little bit of context as to why any form of detailing brush is frowned upon, and it really does come down to the way that they're used. You see them everywhere in self-service car washes, and most of them pick up grit and dirt, so improper use leads to scratches. However, this one connects to the pressure washer, so technically it's cleaning itself every time you press the trigger. A small drawback with using the brush, I felt it was quite restricted with movement, as I had the pressure washer attached and I didn't want the hose to hit the bodywork. So I tried using it just as a brush without being attached to the P55 Go, and this gave me so much more freedom and it wasn't washing away the foam as quickly. In the scenario where the car dries in places, you just need to foam again and you can continue where you left off. Right, this is my favourite part of the clean, and this is the foaming sealant. So this creates a protective barrier to keep your car cleaner for longer, and it gives you a really nice finish afterwards. Now I have featured this on the channel a few times before, and this is a standout product for me because it speeds up the drying process, eliminates the need to wax your car, and it gives you instant protection. Thankfully this doesn't involve any extra tools other than the foam cannon. But just make sure you rinse out the nozzle before using it, or the foam that you previously used could still be in the nozzle, which may interfere with the sealant. So the past 10 minutes have probably left you with many questions, and right now I want to answer them and break down everything else you need to know about the Ava chemicals.
Wow, where should we begin? Well, I think we could start off with the chemicals. Now, if we just set aside the foam cannons just for a moment and we look at the chemicals on their own, they're actually pretty decent. I think a standout winner for me has to be the sealants. You use barely any product at all, and I've been using this for about 6 months now, and I've always had excellent results. And look, if you've got your own foam cannons, you don't necessarily have to have the 3 here, but I do love the idea of having everything all set up, prepped, ready to go, because it just makes your life so much easier. Okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room, the mop flow head. You either love it or you hate it. Now, there's many arguments why you wouldn't want to use one of these, especially if you're a pro detailer in the business. However, if you are average Joe, the weekend warrior who just likes to keep on top of your car, then there's many supporting arguments as to why you would use this. Huge benefits include it really does self-clean as you wash the car. The negative flip side of that is you could wash off some of the suds that you may not have touched. If you're holding the trigger and you're working along the top, you could be washing the suds below, which means you could potentially miss some bits, but I don't think it's a total deal breaker. And I want to show you another reason why I do actually quite like it. Now, I'm somebody who suffers with shoulder pain quite a lot because I've been doing car detailing for so long. So when you've got a wash mitt in your hands and you're going like this, you are putting a lot of strain on the shoulder. Thankfully though, because you've got this extendable lance, you're reducing the amount of movement really required to clean the car, so you can reach high up or even low down without bending down and causing a bit of a problem on your knees. So look, this may not be suitable for your pro detailers, but it may actually be suitable for somebody who wants to try and cut back on spending, especially if they're taking their car to the hand car wash. Now, if we take a UK average to clean your car in the same standard that I've carried out in the Audi TT, you're looking at a minimum of around £15. So now I want to find out whether it's any cheaper using all these products.
Here's a quick cost per wash breakdown. For 500 mils of wheel cleaner, it would cost £13.90. Now, I will say I ended up using more than normal, but that's because I was filming, so it was drying out. And I used about £6 of wheel cleaner. The pre-wash cost £11.90 for 1 litre, which is pretty good value. I poured out £1.39 and I used about 83p's worth. The snow foam cost £12.90 and I poured out £1.29 of foam into the jug, and I used about £1 worth. However, if I used it in the way I'd normally wash cars, I would have easily used less. The Seal and Shine cost £24.90 for 1 litre. I poured £2.49's worth of chemical into the jug and the rest was filled up with water. Now, I used 10% of the chemical, which works out at about 25p per wash.
So we have lots of interesting products here, but one thing we haven't really gone into detail on is the P55 Go, the portable pressure washer. Luckily for you though, I've already made a dedicated video that covers everything you need to know about this machine. And then we take it one step further because I pitch it up against 2 of the biggest rivals in the sector. If you want to find out what happens in that video, you can go and watch it right here.